What, in your view, is base case scenario here? What's most likely to happen, given Theresa May has now survived the no confidence vote?
Well, I think there's a lot of uncertainty on a day-to-day basis, and there's a lot of drama in London, in Parliament and in the media. But I think it's likely that the deal will pass just because the alternatives are so divisive and difficult for the UK. Parliament is, of course, functioning on a very political mode, but ultimately they will make a decision that's rational for the country if the alternatives are so much worse. And the alternatives are a no-deal Brexit, which would be really disruptive for the UK economy and leave the whole country poorer and possibly very divided, and a reversal of Brexit, a no Brexit, as Theresa May calls it, which would also be incredibly divisive and would leave a large share of the British public feeling they were robbed of their choice expressed in the referendum of 2016. So I think these hard political parameters make it very likely that deals that Theresa May negotiated with the European Union will ultimately pass, probably not this year, but early next year.
But they have to change parts of the agreement in order to do so, and the EU has been very clear that they're not going to do that.
Well, of course, a lot of parliamentarians in Westminster would like a different deal, but that different deal is not on offer. So ultimately, when confronted with the hard choice of this deal, no deal or no Brexit, I think they will come to the conclusion that this deal is the least bad option for the UK.
Has the institution of democracy been, and its credibility, been fundamentally undermined, do you think, in the UK here?
No, I think what has been undermined is the credibility of the UK elites, because basically they presented the voting public in 2016 with a choice that was not honestly framed, because many leaders, especially of the Brexit camp, presented Brexit as a possible deal that was much more advantageous than what ended up being possible to negotiate with the European Union. So there is resentment, understandably, in the British public that there is this perception that the terms of the choice in 2016 were presented in a twisted way, in a distorted way. But I think the UK democracy is very resilient, and the regime itself at this point is not in doubt. If there was a no-deal scenario, it would be very disruptive, particularly in Northern Ireland, and that would put a bit of a question mark on the continuation of the Union as we know it, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. So that would be very difficult, probably. But again, that's in the scenario of a no-deal sequence, and I don't think that's very likely at this point.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.